Terry, it's your card. It's your card.
Yes, that's my card.
Welcome back to my channel, Nicolas TV. In today's video, we're going to talk about this trick, this mesmerizing trick from Nicolas Ribs. What a great trick, what a great performance on AGT semifinals 2022. A lot of stuff is happening. He's a very fast magician. We're going to try to figure out how he did it. So bear with me for the length of this video because a lot of stuff is happening. Let's go at the beginning where he asked Terry to pick a card. This is for magician education and entertainment purpose only.
Pick a card. Any card.
So he's about to pick a card. Now we're going to take a close look at his right hand where he has a pen there already hidden in his hand. He's grabbing the pen right now from under the table and brings it back up, and that's where he's gonna make the pen appear. As it flicks through, boom, he just takes the pen in his hand and makes it appear. He signs the card, he puts it back in the deck.
Put your card in the middle of the deck, slowly. Take it.
So we're actually going to come back about this later at the end of the video because there's an important move that he did right here. But I want to talk about this at the end of this video. Now let's see what he did for the rest of the trick. So the first trick that he's going to do is to make the keyboard appear. So we can see his empty hands. And right here, you can see that he brings his right hand at the edge of the table. That's where he grabs the keyboard. And then he just flash it back super quick. Now let's see this again, but in slow motion. Like this. We can see it's coming out of the table. Boom. That's how this trick is done. Now let's go to the next trick. He's gonna do the same thing with the blue post-it. He, as you can see, his right hand was outside of the table. That's where he grabbed the blue post-it. And boom, as you can see, the blue post-it is coming out from outside of the table. All right, let's go again to the next trick. Same thing again with the bicycle. He's grabbing the bicycle with his right hand outside of the table. And right here. Here we cannot see the bicycle in his hand because he's palming it perfectly. But that's how it is. Boom. And then right here when he's vanishing the bicycle, you can see that he's actually throwing it on his lap. Right here. He pretends that he's gonna throw it on the table, but right there, he's putting it on his lap super quick. And then boom, pretending to throw it on the table, and it just disappeared. But he just threw it on his lap. Let's look at this one more time in full speed. There you go. All right, let's go to the next trick where he makes the cards appears on the table. And you can look at his right hand. Yeah, we can see it very clearly. So once again, I'm just gonna move this a little bit like that. We're gonna get a better view. So if you look closely, we see that there is something in his hand. The cards are hiding behind his right hand. This is a very popular card appearing trick. You can go on Google and write how to make a card appear out of thin air, and you will have thousands of YouTubers showing how this is done. But in this one, we can actually see the cards, and as you can see, the card is coming from behind his hand, and there the first card appear. And if you look closely, you can see the second card behind the 3 of diamond, that is behind the king of club. I don't know if you can see it right there. Okay, and he's gonna do it again with, let's go back, sorry. And he's doing it again with the 3 of diamond. And then if we go frame by frame, right there we can see the next card hiding under right there. So we're gonna go a little bit further. Wait 1 second. And right here, same thing again. We will see right there. See the card he makes appear. We can see the other cards at the back. The pack of cards that is gonna make appear a few seconds later. You can see it, the red right there. And let's see it in full speed. What's happening next? Right there. Okay, so let's look at this one more time, full speed. Actually, I want to show you, we can actually see the cards again in this frame right here. If you look at his hand closely, we can see the other cards in his hands right there, right here. Okay, now let's go further into the trick. This one right here, the little red balls. So what he's doing is grabbing the red ball in his right hand from the little pouch he has behind that we talked about earlier, and is gonna pick it and pretending that he's picking it with his hand. So the little ball is actually, I have to go down a little bit so we can see better, is actually already loaded. And then he grabs it. Very simple. But what happened just here? He just did a fake drop. So he's pretending to put the ball into his left hand, but he actually keeps it inside of his right hand. So the right hand is still loaded with the red ball. And then for the second ball, it does exactly the same thing. And we will see he will do again a fake drop. Let's go like that so you can see properly. And we're gonna go frame by frame. And you can actually see the red in his right hand. And as we look, the red, we can still see the red pulling out of the hand, which proves the fake drop. So he still has the ball in his right hand. And right there, look at what he's doing. He's gonna take his left hand and then he's gonna drop the ball in his left hand right here, going outside of the table, boom, dropping it in his left hand, and then pretending to put it on the table. But now the real ball, the real red paper ball is in his left hand, which will produce the last red ball. So now the left hand is loaded with the red ball, and that's how we're gonna see the last part of the trick. Okay, so that's how it was done. Now let's go a little bit further. This one here, I'm not gonna explain how he does it because you already know how he makes things appears. And now we are going to talk about the last part of the trick. How did he get Terry's card into the deck? Well, first of all, how did he produce the deck of cards? Well, as you can see at the top of the table, he's loading the deck inside of his right hand, and then he just produced it by pulling it out from the outside of the table. Now the most important part of the trick. How did he load his card into the deck? How was he able to do that? To take it from Terry's hands, because Terry is holding onto the cards. Let's go back. So Terry has the cards in his hands this whole time.
I'll take it safe.
Now let's see what really happened.
It's your signature?
So what is happening here, it's called a double lift, okay? So for those of you who doesn't know what a double lift is, just go on YouTube and type double lift and you will see double lift magic and you will see what it is exactly. But what is happening here is the card is on top and there's another card under it, okay, facing up as well. So what he's doing is he's grabbing the two cards at the same time. And he is turning them over, the two of them, and if you actually look very closely, you can see there is two cards. It's hard to see with the quality of this video, but he's actually turning over two cards at this moment, which means that the card that is under is the 4 of spade, Terry's card, and the one that is on top is another card, a fake card.
I put your card.
So this card right here that he's going to put in the middle of the deck is not Terry's card, because Terry's card remains on top of the deck.
In the middle of the deck, slowly.
So now comes the most important part of the trick. And that's how I believe Nicolas Ribs is a very talented magician, because things happen so fast it's hard to see with human eye. But we got YouTube, we got frame by frame, so that's how it's a little bit easier for us now to figure out how things are really happening. So I'm gonna actually zoom a little bit so you can see better. Right here, give me a second. We're trying to zoom on the end as much as possible for everybody to see properly. All right. Okay. So now let's see what is happening.
Take it.
Right there. It happened in a second, guys. Look at his hand. I'm going to go back frame by frame. And right here. Okay, it's actually only one frame that you can actually spot it. This frame right here. The first card on top of the deck is actually going inside of his hand, like he's palming Terry's card. So boom, the card goes inside of his hand on top, like he's palming the card with his hand. You can see the card right here, poof, and then it's gone because it goes up so quickly. Now you can actually see it properly when I do that. Oh, 1 second. Like that. But when you actually look in a full speed, it's almost impossible to see.
Take it.
There you go. So now he has Terry's card inside of his hand, palming it. And then we lose track of his hand because his hand now is probably just dropping next to him and he's putting the card inside of the deck while Terry grabs the deck with his hand. And to show you and to prove to you what I'm saying is right, at the beginning of the trick, he actually did the same thing right here. And we're gonna go slow motion here as well. Actually, wait. Okay, look at this. He actually did the same thing where he palmed a card super quickly. Let's look at it again. I'm gonna go frame by frame this time. Okay, right here. As you can see, there's a little white appearing right there because he's palming the top card super quickly in his hand. Like this. So that's how he does it. I think that's the most that's the best palming of a card from the top of the deck I've ever seen. He does it extremely fast. Only a camera could actually spot it. Human eye could not spot this. If you assist this in person, you will never notice anything. Guys, thanks for watching this video and being patient with me going through all of the steps of these tricks. I hope you like the explanation. Feel free to subscribe, leave a thumbs up, and let me know in the comments if there is another trick you would like for me to reveal. Have a great day. Bye bye.